Good morning, dear students, and welcome back. Let's complete our module, lesson 4, grammar, and we will begin our lesson with a starter. To warm up, look at the picture and write what are they doing. In the first picture, for example, the man is closing the door. The man is closing the door. It's your turn, dear. Pause the video and say, what are they doing? Our lesson can be divided into two partitions. The first partition is about present simple tense. And present simple tense is used for many cases. To start with the first case, it can be used for permanent states. For permanent states, موقف ثابت أو حالة ثابتة. Like Ted lives in Wembley. I live in Qatar. Second, for habits or repeated actions that happen regularly. عادة أو شيء يحدث بطريقة مكررة. We always have breakfast at 8. It's our habit. We always have breakfast at 8. Third, for general truths. The earth goes around the sun. It's a fact. It's a general truth. Dear students, open page 11 in student book and let's start with exercise B. Read the examples and notice the verbs in blue, then match them with the uses of the present simple from A to E. First, Miranda usually organizes work meetings in the morning. Which case is this? Yes, exactly. It's repeated or habitual actions. 2. My brother works at the post office. It's a fact or it's a permanent situation. 3. The conference starts tomorrow at 8 a.m. Yeah, exactly, dear. I have noticed that tomorrow it's a future. You can express the future actions related to timetables and programs by using the present simple. لو شيء هيحدث في المستقبل according to timetable طبقا لميعاد معين مواعيد ثابتة أو كده أو خطة معينة ماشي عليها فده نعبر عن المستقبل بال present simple. 4. Water freezes at 0 Celsius. Water freezes at 0 Celsius. Yes, actually it's a general truth. I just lost a very important client. There goes my job. لاحظي حاجة إن دي exclamatory sentences. الجمل التعجبية اللي فيها of أو here, there, etc. You can use the present simple. Here are adverbs of frequency that can help us while using present simple. Always, usually, often, sometimes, hardly ever or rarely, and never. Notice that we can use them before the verb. We usually go. He often cooks. But in the case of verb to be, it comes after the verb to be. You are always. You are always. They are never. How can you form a present simple tense? It's just the base form, the bare infinitive, the first form of the verb. المصدر فقط. They eat 3 sandwiches. I sometimes go to the cinema. What about the singular subjects, الفعل المفرد? Just add s in the end of the verbs. Lives, he lives. She never plays. How can we benefit from this in the exam? It can come like this question. Correct the verb. My brother, every day. Every day it can help you to make sure that it's present simple. My brother eat or eats. My brother only one. Eats with S. We drink without S. We drink coffee at a luxurious cafe. And another aspect of questions, نوع تاني من الأسئلة, it's like multiple choices, which answer best fits the gap above. I speaks or speak. I speak. Great. I speak 2 languages. And our objective here to talk about present situations using present simple by answering the given question using grammar reference. Open page number 12, exercise D. Here in this question, I really, it's a state of verb, by the way, the verb like, state of verb like, the sense is verbs. I really like, great. The boss, it's a state of verb also, seems. Here is S added to the verb because the subject is singular. The boss seems. He's very friendly, and we. Here is adverb of frequency, often. That makes us use the present simple. We, without S, of course. We often speak French together. And he often. Here you must add S to the verb because he is singular. He often makes new dishes. And every day he tells us. I want, it's a state of verb of essence. I want. Great. The customers told of the food from the wait. It's a state of verb also. Looks and smells before they even taste. Great. Test yourself now. Correct the verbs between brackets. Hallie, work or works. Yes, exactly, works. Hamad never, sleeps. Great. The students do or does do, because students are plurals. The students are. The students do their homework. The students do their homework. Let's move to the second partition in our lesson to talk about present situation using present progressive tense by answering the given question using grammar reference. Here is present continuous. Cases. You can use present continuous or present progressive for temporary states. حالات مؤقتة على عكس present simple كان permanent. لا احنا هنا بنستخدم present continuous for temporary states. يعني he is taking driving lessons this month. وبعد كده he will end, of course. He will finish it. He is taking driving lessons this month. For actions happening at the moment of speaking. الشيء اللي بيحصل في نفس اللحظة اللي بتتكلم فيها. Lucy is sleeping now. Now or at the moment. Third, for situations which are changing or developing around the present time. في الموقف ممكن نستخدم present continuous في المواقف اللي بينشأ عنها تطور أو لها نتيجة. Air pollution is increasing in our city. الوضع مستمر هنا في زيادة التلوث. Air pollution is increasing in our city. And finally, you can use present continuous for future arrangements. لما تعمل لنفسك ترتيبات وتاخد خطوة فعلا ممكن تستخدم present continuous. We are flying to Amsterdam. We are flying to Amsterdam tonight. خلاص يبقى أنت كده مجهز حاجتك and you have your arrangements. Here in the book, page number 11, I am making good money these days. Which case is this? Of course, it's the present progressive because it's temporary situation. I am making good money these days. After these days, I think it will be changed. 2. I usually collect around 4,000 balls a day. I usually collect. Actually, it's the first case, the present simple, because it's a repeated or habitual action. 3. I love what I do because I feel. Feel, love, hate in the senses. You can use them as stative verbs. The present simple because it expresses a state, not an action. حالة تقدري تقولي الأفعال بتاعت الإيموشنز والعاطفة والحاجات دي ما بتعبرش عن التغيير، فبالتالي بستخدم في البريزنت simple زي ما احنا قلنا احنا بنستخدمها في البرمننت states المواقف الثابتة، وكذلك الأفعال بتاعت الإيموشنز love و hate و feel وكده. How can you form a present continuous? You can add the subject, then you can put verb to be according to the subject, is or are or even am. I am, they, we, you are, he, she, it is. وفي المقابل مادام جبت is أو are أو am, you must add ing to the end of the verb. Is playing, are speaking, am writing. There is no way يعني لو انت أخدتي is you can do without ing. No, هي كلها تركيبة واحدة. It's combination يعني تحطي is أو are أو am يبقى تحط ing in the end of the verb. Watch this. I am leaving work. I'll be home in an hour. Please be quiet. The children are sleeping now. Michael is at university. He is studying history. دي الحالة بتاعته حاليا يعني للوقت ده هو بيدرس تاريخ. I am working in London for the next 2 weeks. It's future case. طب بيجي زي في الامتحان like this. Read and fill the gaps with correct form of the verb. These days, most people are using email. What sort of clothes are they wearing nowadays? Complete exercise D, sorry. Hi Jack, how are you? Now I am writing. Great. I'm writing to you from a nice little cafe near my house. While, what are you doing now? I am drinking my morning coffee. Life here is good. حالتك بتعمل ايه دلوقتي؟ I am working at a small furniture restaurant for the summer. بتعمل ايه حاليا في السمر أثناء المدة دي؟ بعمل كده. عظيم. The chef is teaching me how to make soufflés this week. طب وبعد الويك ما يخلص هيكون حاجة تانية بيعلمه حاجة تانية. Okay? Get it? And it's time for closure. Think about these questions. I usually, of course, it's a repeated action. I usually go. We sometimes, it's an adverb of frequency also. We sometimes use. She book at the moment. At the moment means حالا. حاجة بتحصل حالا. While you are talking. Yeah, yes, exactly. She is reading a book at the moment. And now also, yeah, it's present continuous. He is cleaning. Thank you, dear students. Promise me to do your homework. Thank you and see you again.